Still playing around with a little bit of settings. So you guys are able to hear me well, and it's not terrible. Not really using the mic yet. I actually shoot. I just started this game, but I actually should have gone and pick it up because I know I have to go back inside. Oh, but whatever. We'll win this one. So we've been climbing hard on TFT. I figured out a method of being able to win, like, let's say 90% of the time. Of course, if there's about 3 or 4 members that are using the same build that you are, for me it's Anima Squad for this elo. Even I know people are like, oh well, Anima Squad now they're like kind of debuffed. Like, nah, if you're using this strategy, you'll still be able to win with Anima Squad. And it's actually prevalent because the more people that think that Anima Squad is out, the better for you because now you're able to pick them up much faster. So, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. 1 second. I am trying to add in a text. That way you guys can see this in my... I mean, ideally it's a link, but I don't really know how to embed this with the link just yet. Still playing with it. Perfect font, but I guess this is the only font that we got. Text transform. Please. No. Yellowish goldish. But lighter sentence, everything else is more on the pretty good. Background color. Alignment. Get back to the game. Ah, they took them. Yeah, I know it looks ugly right now. That's not my intent. So of course, skills, whatever you're moving, how you do it while you're playing the game still matters. So you have to actually still work hard on it and be very vigilant because the sooner you implement the strategy, the faster you'll be able to climb, and the likeliness of you winning first and second place are much higher. And I think this could, on it depends. I'd have to look at the new builds for the other ones in case I see that everybody's going for Animal Squad. But even then, like, it's hard for them to block unless everybody's going for the same build, or any more than 3 or 4 members, then it does slow you down no matter what. But the strategy is still pretty legit if you are focused and you're going hard on it pretty quick and early in the game. I like to clear my cache. Because if they're recycling and then they're able to pick up the items that are not in my cache. So it works pretty well for that specific purpose. I mean, just once I've already recycled it twice. But then she's a carry, so I have to fucking build her as a carry now. But now I have 3 of the Animal Squad members already off the bat in the front, so good. I mean, yeah, if I win, it won't make a difference. That's the problem, though. It's that I won't have enough money right off the bat to do the recycling. So, I mean, it doesn't matter as much early in the game. You kind of want to recycle it quickly, but if I do it way too early and I run out of money, then it just sucks. But you can wait till the next one. Doesn't look like too many people are using Animal Squad so far. Like the other two didn't seem to affect it. And yeah, you don't worry about losing the first couple of rounds because no matter what you do, you can't control that, right? Like the first couple of grabs is out of your control. So almost no matter what you do, you're gonna lose a couple of those first rounds. But see, now I'm like to the force, the last one, it's the one that I have the most opportunity on, and you want to move quickly on grabbing these things. You don't care about clearing at the crash. And see, if you run into this, that's okay, because you already cycled it on the lower elo, so you can actually get these two, and because it's in this cache, they can take them. I mean, I guess it'd be better to put them on the right side, but not a part 2-star anyways just yet, so it's good. And because we started with the two early ones on the backside, like it's gonna help out a lot. We'll start winning after this one. The point is to get your two front members into guard as soon as possible. Hello, it's Luis. I got a feeling this is let's see. I think this is I want to say it's like one of those like want to pick up my information. So I already cleared the cache. Got my noses. And see, already getting win because I have now 2 stars over 2 front linemen, and especially with the Animal Squad, you want to get them out there as soon as possible so you can start stacking off of your fame. And these early rounds, like you almost don't care. It's not like you don't, but you almost don't care about the items. You want to go for the Animal Squad member that's out there. If you can grab them, grab them. Because I think the system also works in terms of the items. And so the least amount of items, the type of items that are out there, the less chances you're going to get those random, pickup items when you're further down the line. So as it is right now, it seems like we got what we wanted. I mean, I'd rather wait for the other one, but the part of the rule is to try to get these things up and out as soon as possible. Yeah, I kind of want to get this guy out there much faster. And so you want to try to use those things with these ones as soon as possible too. Because if your overall strategy is to try to get through all the caches. Let's see, like when you clear your cache, you're letting the other ones that are doing the recycle cycle at this particular time to have to go, and see them as well. And you don't really care if they are also advancing somewhat or it's helping them, because at the end of the day, you can't control it. You want to see your cache, not theirs. You don't care about what they're building. You want to focus on what you're building. Right now, still 4 out of 10, so we want to be able to have that little scalability of that extra gold once we get there, but once we get to the last line, you guys will see I'll do the refresh stuff, and we'll be able to get, for the most part, unless the rest of the team is, you know, picking off your members as well, which makes it harder, obviously, for you to get your members, but you want to be able to max out and do the quick recycling, and it's faster and more, how would I say, the faster you're doing it, in order to try to get them, the better chances of you to be able to actually get them and upgrade them. But the point is to get your Silas and your Nazis to level 3 as soon as possible. So even though we're still at this, we can hold off for one more side. Yeah, so it's her, right? So since it's attack speed, you want to kind of give her that attack speed bonus too. It just depends on how what comes up, what draws. You know, you can change your strategy accordingly. Mm-hmm. The cash. Still, 8 out of 10, it's the last chance rank. We already have the most amount of gold on that. So you want to move quickly to the cash so that you have control of what comes up. So we didn't actually get any single one for gold again. A little bit of luck does apply in the overall scheme of things. So since we're already going to get Ribbon up there, we can do that one as a secondary and move a little bit closer. But again, the point is to put NL squad members up there first. Even though, yes, I do use Mila in this build. It's not my primary, and I also could have put these things up there so that they're stronger, but you also have to prioritize your time. So you want to give yourself the best chances possible, obviously. Ooh, trade sector. That could be useful, but you know what? Because of the way I work it, this is better. Or quote unquote better. That's what I believe would be better for right now. But again, motor chances and things like that. It is what it is. But see, now I have, you know, level 2, 4 level 2s, and then my Ribbon. Animal Squad 5. So I have all my Animal Squad members, whichever one they get a kill. So you're kind of more or less guaranteeing that each time you're scaling. And you also want to try to get the ones on the front. It's not really his item. See, that sucks sometimes. You get that. Like I said, it's not really his item, but it's an item that I kind of more or less want him to have. But I'll hold off on it. And you want to try to utilize your items for the front, or your Silas and your Nazes early, because the sooner, because you know that these guys are more likely you're going to get them gold fairly quickly, and so they're going to be the ones holding down the line. They're going to be the ones providing the most amount of damage for the most part. Like here, I do have my Vayne providing most of the damage, so I'll give if I have the items that, you know, the luck comes up, where I can get her to be able to heal the rest of my team. You do it. You do it. You jump on it. You get to it much quicker. It'll grant you the better, because you want to be able to heal these guys and have them keep on taking the most amount of damage, because they're the ones that are going to have the most amount of health. While we're building this stuff. Like, see, she's selling Mila. She's picking up Mila. She's got my Vayne, so it's gonna be hard for me to get, you know, gold on Vayne. But that's okay. The point of this early portion is to try to get my Silas and my Nazes and the Jinx to go level 3 as soon as possible. This one I can sell or I can keep. Doesn't make a difference right now, so I'll keep. Ooh, see, I'm forgetting now. One of my own rules was just to try to clear this cache so that it, recycles to them. Because then if they're pulling their champs out of the cache, then there's less chances of you seeing their champs, and you're able to get to your build much faster. I mean, I kind of want to focus on getting Nasus to get his bloodthirster faster, because likely I'm going to have Nasus level 3 soon enough. See, but the way it's kind of working right now, it's not putting out. So, shit. I don't want to do the recycle. See, I fucked up right now, not majorly, but I fucked up because I should have used one of these, put him there, and then give him the Warmark armor. So hopefully I don't lose this round because I don't want to lose any extra life points. You're trying to kind of play multiple fronts. That's why this thing's probably one of the best strategy games in terms of what you can control and chances. Obviously, luck early in the game. Those are just things that you can't control. It's luck who you get matched up in, how lucky they were to get their build much quicker. You can't control that. But this strategy is built around what you can control. I would say my win ratio on it is probably closer to 90 to 95%. And you're not going to win first place every time. In TFT, there's just no way. It's like in regular league, being able to be matched up with good players every fucking round on solo and duo queue. There's just no way. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. But there's just things that you do that can increase your chances in the overall scheme of the team. Depending on your position, depending on your role, but here for TFT, you control the entire realm, other than what the opponents are doing. So doing the things that are going to increase your chances so that you can get your build much faster, it is the best strategy, because it's what's under your control. You can't control what the other opponents are doing, whether they're smart or not, or whether they. But the sooner and the quicker you move, it's the same thing as League. It's a little bit of the skill as well, the skill set. So clear. Oh, you know what? I do need to change this because it's going to show that I'm doing regular League as opposed to TFT. So I apologize for that. I will play League, regular League in a little bit, but for right now, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I want this girl to be ulting a lot more and have her powers to ult on a much sooner and easier basis. But once you get to the 50, of course, this is the time where you can do those recycles as well. And you want to do them as fast and as early as possible. Like, okay, couldn't, and now I can't really clear my cache because my field is full. But now the chances of me getting a Silas or a Nasus to level 3 are infinitely better. Ooh. So, because she's just doing most of the damage right now, it's better to have her get it, but I do want Nasus to get more lifesteal so he can survive. Because right now he's just dying. But you wanna be able to build these two and give them the most amount of items. But as you can see, since I got her with lifesteal and providing the other guys, and she's doing a shit ton more damage along with the Jinx, that's what you want. You want these two backlines healing your front line. Your front line to have the items strong enough to sustain. And it basically you end up winning. shit ton more times. I like this, but I think there's just better. Yeah, I mean, I actually like this Thrill Hunt. I love Thrill Hunt too. Fuck. Yeah, let's go with Component Gathers just because we're. And see, that's a problem right there, but that's fine. Our priority is those. See, now we're going to do an exchange. That's cool. Now we can increase it. Bing, bada boom. And it's okay to go 1 under on this. We're not at the 18 mark yet. You already had the majority. And there we go. We want her open all the time too. Oh yeah, you know what? That's right. The pearls are much better utilized with this than with the other one. So. But look at how Naz is, and he's sustaining, and they're alive. So that's what you want. You want your frontliners to be the ones getting the help. They just benefit from it, especially your Silas. Like, I think with Anima Squad builds the way they are, your Silas is really key. It sucks that he's bringing me down for 49, but because I have these, the chances of me winning and getting that extra coin to get me to 50 on top of continuing my winning streak is just much higher. Yes. Because he sustains so well that you want, you know, his items out there, and you want him to keep on sustaining. You see how he keeps on getting health and health and health. Now it's just gonna be a beast. Like, I got bonus health of 280. How is this? I think, in general, I think they all get it, but I think, I don't know, maybe it's the one that actually made the last hit that gets it more. Who knows? I mean, I want her, but chances of me being able to get her are slim to none. But to get the Silas, well, I already have the gold side, so I don't need to get the Silas. I actually prefer the spatula because that's just a big game changer. But see how I can't get that one, so now I want the pike. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get the pike, so now I gotta go to my other build, which is the attack speed, and I get extra coins off of it. So there's adaptation, of course, in every single strategy game. It is key because you can't control that, but you adapt to it. You can't control, you know, exactly where you are in the. And so, one of the things that I would do in this situation, if you still want to keep over 50s, you want to, you know, pick up the champs that are next on your radar. But for now, we're gonna hold. Clear this cache out real quick so that it's displaying to the other people's stuff. But I want her to actually have that attack speed sooner because she's our carry. Otherwise, I would have given it to Elaine, but right now she's our carry. And she's gonna get gold too, so once she's in gold, she's gonna be the one producing the most amount of damage. And again, you're not gonna win every fucking round, but for the most part, if you guys noticed, I've been winning. And the damage when you lose is just so minimal. I mean, it sucks, yeah, because we were on a 10-game winning streak. See, right now, we go hard. And it's also to pay attention as to whether or not, because you, like right now, the point is to get Jinx. Once I get Jinx to gold, everything else doesn't. We can hold off on the. I mean, we can even go 1 up. That way, we can guarantee that we're gonna start winning the rest of them. So I'll do it. Gives me the duelist, gives her the strength, and we're set for the next rounds. And right now I want to climb to 50 so I can just start climbing. Because once I get these 3, this one's a 3 star 3, this one's a 3-star, and that is a 5-star. So this will get you, you're strong enough to win most of your fights. You're going to still build and stack on your animal squad as well as, oh shit, wait, get my cash. Because, yeah, it does the recycle. So right now, we don't have it. We're still waiting to get back to 50, so we clear our cache as soon as we can. And then right now, for now, we have nothing that we can really do to make any changes. But if you're doing this adaptive, like, you're gonna win, and that's part of the strategy and the momentum and movement. You have to think quickly, you have to move quickly, you have to adapt quickly. Because not every game is going to be the same, but for the most part, you're increasing your chances of getting your build much sooner, which increases your chances to win. Same thing with the items. You want to be able to get your items in as soon as possible. X speed 4, which now I'm like, really wish he had it, but that's fine. Oh. I knew something was wrong. Hello, it's Luis. Hello. That's me. Okay. Yeah. What company is this? What company is this? Please take me out of your call list. Thank you. And so now that we have all on gold, we want to get to level 9 as soon as possible. So, oh, I can't believe we lost that one. It's fine. But I want her in the middle so that we can kind of help her stay alive. We want him alive as long as possible. We want her doing crit as much as possible so I can keep the rest of these guys alive. And we want her with the attack speed as quickly as possible. I mean, we can use her as attack speed too, but again, it's just the items. You want to use up your items as quickly and as possible. Because see, she's still providing a lot of damage, and Jinx is our main carry. Once we get her with most of these items, we'll be great. We'll be gravy. Oh, they're out of cash. And it's just like, oh yeah, you know, then you're not gonna have the item. Like, you still have your, you know, champs, and these guys you still want obviously to increase to level 3 as soon as possible. So if you are level 7, you're like, well, it didn't give me an MF or no, like, then you put one of these ones up. They're still going to be Animal Squad, they're still going to get the boost, and they're still going to get the health. So once they're in level 3, guess what? Now they're really bumping you up even more. And look at these, my bruisers just, they're almost a full build, full stacks on all of them. And that really what I would have wanted is to actually get this one full stacks as well as my Silas, and then her to, you know, give her full focus. But since Vayne was doing so much damage early and we hadn't gotten her to gold yet, I decided to, but the real strategy would be actually to get Jinx, particularly once she's gold, since she's gold and she's our primary carry, to get her in there. Now I just want the Animal Squad emblem, but unfortunately probably won't. But chances are that they won't get it either. Or they won't go for it either, because they can already see that you specialize in Animal Squad. And you already have Animal Squad, and you've prevented them from really getting Animal Squad early. So they're not tempted to go in with what you're going, with what your build is. And do that. Get her out. Ooh. Yeah, let's pose out more damage out there. Ooh, and having her a duelist. It's basically the same thing as that. Get her out in cash, let them take out members. They're bullshit, and because you're so high, like, again, they're gonna prevent from being ammo squad, but they're still dueling against themselves in their own builds. So the more that's spread out to the rest of them, the more you're limiting your number 2 and number 3 from getting their maxed out, unless they're doing that very same strategy, which on this one just lost against the X Dragon. But again, I lost a little bit of points. They only have 2, and I'm still at the top, still have the most amount of health, and me climbing faster right now to get even more of them out there. It's just all outstanding. Honestly, outstanding. Because my chairs are already doing so much damage, I want them to survive longer, and they scale because all attack speed, attack speed, attack speed. I mean, me explaining things and not. I should just stop explaining things afterwards, but like right now, I have nothing to do, so I'll explain. So once we get these 2 in gold, we want to climb and get to the next level, because then we'll get more chances of getting level 3s. We're not seeing the level 1s of everybody else is shitty cash, and our chances of getting MF and getting these ones to gold are much higher. Like I said, it's okay. You're gonna lose a couple of the rounds in between. That's all right. They just went hard, almost all in. But the point with this is to get scalability. So you change your movements to clear your cash out, and then you make movements to getting you the highest level as soon as possible. I mean, depending on where I'm at, how much life points you have left, because again, you can't control who you've been going to against and how much life points you're at. Ooh, she's gold. She's gold. Yeah, I want my vein to get as soon as possible, honestly. She's level 3, so it's gonna prevent them from getting in. So yeah. Oh. God damn it. Yeah, he's gonna get. Now I just want the attack speed. Switch to find my cash again. Since we don't do that, more likely I want her to be the next one up in case I don't get an MF or any of my other guys to step up. Which one anyway? That was the most damage there. You see how my Vein's not doing as much damage because she's not gold yet. Like, it takes her a little bit longer to scale up. So that was my mistake. I should have focused really on getting her all of the stuff. So actually, even that should be with her. But because I didn't, and when you're this close, it's okay to lose 1 coin so you can actually start getting back there. Yeah. Holy shit, that anger. That Theo is also pretty strong too. And see, this guy, because they have attack speed, is preventing me from getting the veins, but that's also why I went vein on that. Not specifically because I knew that he had it, but it's that the sooner you get your champs, the less chances they are to be able to see them on their cache, and the less chances they are to start picking them off, and more chances when you're doing the refresh for you to get them. So it's a strategy to get move on your guys as soon and as quickly as possible, so that they can't pick them up. So notice how we're already at top 3, so we already got our 90 to 95% chance goal because we're following this strategy. So we're gonna win some LP again. How much, whether you're gonna win first, second, or third place, that's gonna be out of your control. Luck and their skill set is gonna, which is also a good part of luck and matchmaking. But see, right now I'm like at 19. One more fight, probably gonna, do the deal. Let's see if we can't get my bruisers up front to have more chance of surviving longer, or a greater chance of surviving longer. Right now, I know that I will still be able to survive one more fight, so I want to maintain and keep the majority of my points in gold. But right now, if I go hard in, it's not going to take me to level 9, so it's pointless. I could be going hard on refresh, but these guys are not really an ammo squad, so I'm not too worried about them taking my champs. Unfortunately, one of them does have Vanilla as gold, so I'm not going to focus too much on getting her to gold. It wouldn't matter anyways, because we're about to finish the game. We're pretty close to it, so. Ooh, I hope. I'm like, oh shit, maybe I miscalculated that one. Okay, good. I knew I was going to have at least one more chance. Well, quote unquote, knew. If I didn't take one of them out, it would have been enough to put me to 0. What? Oh, cheating ass fucking system. That's cheat, dude. If it would have given me that one last round, I would have been able to get one more out there and be able to do my recycle, and I probably would have maybe gotten at least second place, if not first. You can't control that. You can get upset about it, you can get pissed, but you can't control the little glitches in the system. It's just not perfect. Much of the developers on every game wants to try to be as good as they can. There's just gonna be times where the system's gonna cheat, or glitch, or fuck up, and you just gotta relax. I could have got extra LP there, but it is what it is. Maybe make me a little bit smaller because I think I'm covering too much of the space there. Yeah, because that would block. I don't know. I don't want it blocking my face, though. No. That's shitty. Sorry, I'm playing around with the chat box thing. And from the top or the bottom. mean, it already has that little thing, which I can't really see well because I don't have it on my big screen. Maybe I should put it in my big screen. There we go. And the downside is I have to reformat that so I can have a better look at them. And the system glitches out on me like this several times, so I need to reset it when it does that. Now I won't have those early good chances to try to get my Anima Squad member, the first Anima Squad member that's out there and available. Like, I don't really care about those first items. What? I'm like, what the fuck? Fucking do an update on the patch right now? Like, really, right now? You wanna fucking give me an update on the patch right now? Like, go fuck yourself, Riot. I'm trying to get into the game, bro. Luckily, that wasn't the case. It was just scanning to see what the issue is. But again, not what I wanted to do when the game's already setting up and starting. I didn't know whether we're in the setup window or if it already went inside. So it's screwy. I think my text. Oopsie. So I want to get this one. Ooh, and/or Silas. Ooh, it's glitching on me. Oh, it's probably my internet. Fuck. See, I'm getting like these shitty, crazy ass pings. It's because Verizon's been having fucking issues. So in terms of the items, right immediately now, it's not really as big of a thing. So I'm not gonna throw them out there as soon as possible because you want to get tier 3 people, and then build them as best as you can. So these ones great, but I'm gonna sell because I don't care for the first couple wins. They don't. It doesn't matter as much. Just in case, because you don't want to lose. You don't want to die. He's dying in case it does do that. Boom, 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 bam, So right now, still 0-6. You're not going to change the level of the exchange. We could have done the early ones too, but it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Those two items are good for them. They work well for them. And that's what you want to do. You want to build it as soon and as quickly as possible. And you see how those guys are kind of like that. They're looking whether or not I'm a particular build, and so that actually works too. Ooh, mascot works. Cruel Pag buying. Look at the windfall, honestly. Yeah. First player combat, we don't have to worry about. Oh, actually, it is first player combat. Yeah. We'll put one. You want to have it out. I didn't want to recycle it just yet because I want to actually get the extra coinage. This will give me the extra 3 of income gold as soon as possible. So all of them have it. And again, it's not those, especially the early ones, because it's based off of luck. Oh, this mother. Okay. So I actually want to try to build my Nazis faster than my Silas. But this guy's already kind of stunted me, right? Because he's got Silas's. And it's not even his build. He's basically just built it to stun me. Again, look at the draw. He's already used up all of his shit. So it's the strategy with that is he's stunting me, which is fine. Like, it is what it is. You can't control that. But what you can control is what I just did right now. And don't worry about resetting your cache when you're doing refresh time, because it's gonna kick it right back in the mode. Again, you can't control too much on that luck. I was hoping that by now I would have been able to get even more, but because the other guy has so many of my fucking silences, which is so fucking rare for that thing to work like that, but it does happen. You just gotta have to do that little breathe in, breathe out, and those are things that you just can't control. What build, you know, your opponent decides to do. Oh, you little shit! But at least, you know, like, it's okay. We're lost. We'll get the extra coin in terms of that point. But at least we're not losing by a lot. Oh shit, yeah, that would have sucked because I needed to clear my cache. And so right now, it's okay. That motherfucker, this guy's building. See, that's the problem. If more than one start building Animal Squad, which now they have 2 main members, 3, so that's why I'm not getting even the silences. That's the problem. Like 4, fuck yeah. Once you get to 4, you're kind of like fuck, and you can't control that. That's the one thing you can't control, is if many members are trying to get you take out your same build. This helps and ultimately will get them to, you know, be kind of screwed later in the game. And so that's why moving and clearing your cache and doing the moves much quicker and sooner will help. Yeah, and I think actually I should have done it in one round before, because if I'm seeing that, then I should have fucking did all the cards. But see, now we're able to start winning, especially against the other ones. At some point, they're gonna release their Animal Squad. There's no Animal Squad up there, so we kind of want to go for the highest number available. And yes, this will work perfectly, because that will be built in asses. Interesting enough, we actually have a decent amount of silences. Not great, especially with the amount of refreshes that we had early, but it's not terrible. Right now, I just have to trust in the strategy. There's part of me that's going like, fuck, like panic, panic, panic. No. Trust in the strategy. It'll be fine. Positioning also works too. But see, like, that is gonna stunt my growth, because everybody is going for Animal Squad. So it's limiting me from getting that climbing scale. I know that League once in a while will have their servers in their... They'll do like little tests to see, you know, what the strategy is, and if it's just a broken strategy that I'm using, or if I'm cheating. But this isn't cheat. This is literally me building it as best as quickly as possible and kind of again, so you want to clear the cache as soon as possible, so that when they do in their refreshes part, and the members of your cache are going there, and then they're picking them up, and they're going like, oh, well, we're full size, so we can't take Animal Squad members, right? Like, unfortunately, it's 2 here, let it go, 3, 4. So 4 to half of the field is stunting my growth in Animal Squad members. That's fucking happening. So it sucks when you get matched up like this. The strategy doesn't work as well, but it'll still work. Because what you're doing is you're doing it as fast and quickly as possible. So at some point, if they want to win or they want to go to the top 4, they have to switch strategies, or they won't make it top 4. But it won't you won't win first place like this. It stuns everybody. Everybody gets stunned, and depending on their luck, it, and what they got early in the rounds. Like I saw that, the other guy had Silas. If I had that chance of a Silas, if I got that many Silases from the get-go, guess what? I already have a golden Silas. So notice how we all have pretty advanced Silases on it, so it's annoying. But it is what it is. And you want to try to pick up the items as soon as possible, because some of the items will contain gold. And you want to get this thing, obviously, to reflect it, because if you let it pass to the next round, then you're kind of screw yourself here. So now it's going to come to the next one. I'm going to do refreshes as soon as I possibly can to try to get these ones out. So obviously you want to check, and then refresh, check, refresh. Notice I'm probably going to still get golden Silas, even though the opportunities of the Silases are not as high. Unfortunately, I'm lagging right now as well. 8 golden Silas. So this can go either for either of them, even for her as well. But again, not a priority. And their patch as best as possible. Again, you want, and those, in this like last minute to 4, you want to focus more on the refresh than clearing your cache. But if you get to that point, then you can still clear the cache once you have like that 1 coin left, right? Cybernetic shell, second win. I mean, I like this. But, yeah, big friend, there we go. That's the big one. Guess what? They're all going to be at a higher level. And it's all about thinking quickly. Like Bloodthirster is great for Silas. You want to get him to Bloodthirst as soon as possible so that he can sustain getting him the highest health, because he swirls and gains health by swirling once he ults. You want to get him the most amount of health so he can sustain in the front, as well as having a type of passive to be able to hurt the rest of them. So like Solare, if you're Sunfire Cape, if you're able to get it early, cool. So I already have Silas level 3. Now the other guys are going to be like, fuck, there's less Silases. If they're, not doing this general strategy and they're holding on to their coins, then the chances are that they are not going to be able to get to this level. I'm surprised that I don't have Nasus gold yet. We'll get it as soon as we get to that climb, but I'm just surprised because everybody went for Silas. So, bottom of the ring, once we killed him, all of my animal squad members are going to be available. Same with this one. But notice how now these two, that'll take 2 out of the competition of who's picking up my members. So once they're out and I start doing the refreshes at level 5, I'll be golden. I'll be golden, boys. I'll be golden. In terms of items, like, you just can't control the items. The best you can do is try to get the gold members to get items as soon as possible, because they're going to be the ones sustaining. They're going to be the ones taking most amount of damage. That you want them to sustain and stay out there longer so that they can, swirl and now get extra health. So you want to be able to do that. Like, this is the only time where you get to actually pick. I want either health on it, so I want sword if possible, but there's no sword. So yeah, the health would be the best. Either the health would be best. Attack speed is also good, obviously, but Again, you wanna get the big, especially the Golden Bruiser, to have the most amount of items right off the bat. Because your backline is supposed to be built to both heal the front line and to scale. So the longer each match is, the better for you. I already have that health. I probably should have focused on giving him the item instead. Maybe that's what's going to focus on that. Because I'm going to want him to get my armor so that he can sustain. The other strategy is knowing your positioning. So if this one's being exposed right there in the center and has an open line, guess what? Most members are going to attack him, so he's going to sustain and take most of the early damage. So you have to make him strong enough and able to take on all that fucking damage. So that's going to depend on the items that are out there and available and whatever comes up first. But if you're able to, since you're dictating that the chances of them attacking him are greater, guess what? We're going to go for. We're going to go for Gallards because they're actually going to give him greater amount of ability power in magic resist, so he's going to be able to sustain longer. He's going to be able to ult longer, which heals him, and he's just end up taking all of the damage, all of your team's damage, just right on him. So it's all right now. We're waiting on the corrections as well, because notice how these guys are still in the bottom. They're gonna, do the all-in where they're gonna either go for the experience, but notice how now they're all correcting. They're all selling their fucking animal squads because they're seeing that it's not going to come up, except for the bottom ones that are already pre-committed to it. And yeah, stubborn it is. But he'll be knocked out soon enough because he won't be able to get the refreshes and get the experience points. But again, that's all with me clearing out my cache so that the chances of them seeing those ones as opposed to an MF squad member is higher, and so they get discouraged from taking my build. You can discourage, but you can't control whether or not they're still going to go for them. See, she's holding on to one of my veins, so you're just kind of like, all right, well, it is what it is. And this is, again, there's the bottom two that had my members, and when they go against me, I'm destroying them. So they'll be, as soon as especially Big Dog gets kicked out, I'll be able to cash in on that. The rest of the guys, it's a little tough. Especially like this guy holding onto my ribbon. Like, fuck you, dude. But you know what I mean? Like, you can't control that though. There's just no way you can control that. Okay, we got items. We're still on the block. We're still on fire. So it's all Gucci, bro. We are on the Gucci scale right now. Yes. So see, now he's able to sustain. He's able to sustain. This one we're gonna want that blade. I do want her ulting a lot, but whether or not I get two of those, it's just not gonna be as good. Actually, what I wanted Vayne to have those two. I know sometimes I gotta think. You do have to slow down and think, but you want to be able to do what you can do prior to making those slow down and think moments. So I should have cleared my cache earlier, because while they're doing this, they're able to fill up their back line and not bother with my stuff so that I can get my stuff sooner. The only time where you try to start blocking, it's towards the end, because then now you know who is left, right? And then you're able to pick up their guys, and you should be kind of in the top 3 already by then. But see, notice I'm winning. I'm on fire. I'm now number 1 spot. Her ability covers white cone. Unfortunately, not really what I want. I know. I missed. I mean, I wanted it, but I, at the same time, didn't want fucking. Which one? What did they do? I don't have any doubles out there, so it's okay. I'll hold for now. Although I guess I could have, but then yeah. But I'll hold for that for now. If I can grab this one and put it on her, I would. I didn't think too well on this one. I just don't know. I need to really ponder. So that's the other part is, you know, being fair. Oh, fucking, what the glitching is, bro. That's, I mean, I know it's one of the system's features. So I'm just like, fucker. Just do it. We'll hold off because we want to get the coin. See, that's the other part is like, you can't guarantee your wins every single round, but you can get close to that. And the bigger thing is to hold on to this cash. It's till you get to the closest, then you recycle, cycle. Because you're hoping that big dog right here gets knocked the fuck out soon enough, right? Oh shit, that's right. In this round, we want to actually refresh as soon as possible. Not what I did. It is what it is, boys. It is what it is. I want to keep the Warwick just because I know that'll help my entire team as soon as I'm able to field him. In theory, I won't need to field him, but it helps because he does help my entire team. And that's the other thing is if you get kind of fucked over by the system, again, can't control the luck part. You can control what you can control, but get, I guess, a high level any champ or high level champ that grants your entire team ability and or power. And if it's not getting you any extra coins or anything, then you don't have to worry about that. Oh shit, I should have played my cash show well. Like sometimes you're gonna forget about those things, it's fine. I do. And like early on, I don't, oh, there's Nasus. I want to actually get Nasus. Again, you want to level those guys up as soon as possible, so if you grab them, don't even care too much about the fucking items, because you can always distribute to the rest of the team as well. But ideally, that's what, you know, you want to follow the pattern, but you don't want to get stunted by it. Oh, get that. Get that. Dash, and on the next one, we're gonna definitely do a shit ton of refreshes. Kind of, actually. Again, you want to focus on the front, but none of those items really are going to be for the front portion of it. With him, maybe some more ability power, there's some kind of more defense, you know. I'm just like looking at it like, no. And there's only so much you can do on for them on that, so I might do that. Next champ that we put up. Quiet puppies. I love you, puppers, but I am trying to win this. And I'm trying to show people how to win. Alright, Jinx, I still want to do refreshes. But notice how in this round, you know, I was able to do it, but wasn't able to get as quick to level to those level 1s to level 3s as quickly as possible. Come on, guys. I love you, Bubba, but you need a chip. Get down. Oh, yeah, I keep losing cash. Oh, well, that's fine. No jodas. I mean, I guess the strategy would be to just try to get the first one that comes out. like in this time, didn't really give me the ability to. But once I start climbing, I'm gonna put him up there. For right now, I'm focusing on getting the Jinx out there. Clean your cache takes a little bit more time now, but still doable. Fuck. That would do, actually. Not exactly what I want, but it'll be fine. That would do also. Yeah, that will work better. Damn. I could sure clear my plan and didn't think about it, but having her and having her that with that extra vaccines helps the team fights, because you also want to be able to win the majority of your early rounds. You can't control everything, but you can attempt to win. See, that's the problem, is like having this guy really fucked me up. System kind of screwed me over, and I should have just gone for the first one because it wasn't an MF, but it was like cones. It's not like the better one. Okay, where the bottom, so this one's going to be a little bit harder, but like I said, the strategy is just far harder when you get so many of them. You know, so big dog's off, which is why I was able to get these ones up and running. My Jinx is almost going to be level 3, and so we're going to try to focus on getting her items again as well. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to get it every fucking time, especially when I get matched up with 4 fucking players that are taking particularly my early members. Like, I don't care if they get to the later, they get, level 3 or level 5 MF, like, fine, fucking get them, take them. They're not my priority early in the game. And you're going to be discouraged from keeping them anyways once I have my full Animal Squad build. Unless you're top, you have plenty of health, and then nothing we can do about that luck. That's luck. That's just gotta count me no matter what. But same thing. Like, took me a little bit longer to get Silas. Took me a little longer to get Nasus, but it's fine. We're still good. We're still set to be able to win the majority, unless we get matched up with these 2 that are already on the top and have a very, very strong front. Interesting. If there's no... Oh, well, he's maybe out missing. I don't know who I'm really matched up against them. Small but Carly. Liz, but I don't die, which is great. Actually, I'll probably win. Ooh, okay. That's fine. Not a big thing, and she'll be gone later. She doesn't have any in my... Oh, she does have a ribbon. Yeah, we're kind of to the point where we need it. Fuck. I would have wanted Nasus to get... Oh, that's exactly what I need. I've gotten it where I've gotten so close where it fucking picks it up, so it's annoying when it does that. And especially when you're at the bottom, you need to be ready to move. So that's perfect. I'll be able to get Vayne up there. We'll put her in the left side, and now Vayne will be able to... Her 4,300 of damage, plus, especially being stacked up with the items, is gonna help. Ooh, that's even just as good. This is better. Because now he's done. Now she's up and powerful. And I kind of do want to put my Warwick up on. Yeah. Ooh, what the fuck? Oh no, I wasn't even close. Well, I already used this, so there we go. Sometimes you screw up like that. I'm just trying to make sure, just because we have 5, and see, now we got matched up. Like, I'm glad I was able to get them out there, and I'm hoping that we survive. I mean, our guys are strong enough, and we have enough where we can put in damage, but it also, again, the luck of the draw, what he got, whether it matches up with his versus mine, that all fucking plays into this. But look, it does look like we're going to survive. We got our bruisers, they have most of the stacks, and we actually were able to get a big punch against them. So it's, yeah, I really think that's because we were really good at Warwick out there, because otherwise we probably would have fucked and we would have lost. And it's not what I wanted. But see, my ping's still fucking high, man. It's just my area right now is so fucked. And the reason I put Warwick over here is because I want him to survive a bit more, and to also take the most amount of damage anyways. But because now he has this, the longer he's out there, the better he can start shredding them. And right now, panicking and putting the, a bunch of members out there that won't do you any good is pointless. But sometimes you do need to make those adjustments just because you have to. What? Damn. Maybe top 4, 5, maybe? I forgot how far down we were at. I know we already knocked down one. Yeah, so top 5. Fuck. I didn't implement the strategy as well because of this. That fucked me up so much. Where it made me think too much, analyze, when I should just follow my strategy. Like, it sucks. It sucks. Really, like, the best thing to do is get the member, like, the first Animal Squad member available. Patching failed, and we're not sure why. Please restart the client to try patching again. Error. This may have caused the error. The account transfers are currently available while we work on the restoration. But it shouldn't affect it. So right now, I'm going to do a troubleshoot. On the particular app so that it program capabilities. I know that there's a way. I always keep on forgetting where exactly to find it, but I know I was able to do it before. Not Windows Update. It's like app troubleshoot. There we go. Compatibility. Program compatibility troubleshoot. So we run it, and it selects programs having problems. So you go down to the problem program, which for us is always League. Then you have it run. So I can troubleshoot program manual, which is basically I do my own, but I want to try the recommended settings just because I'm not a programmer. And the Windows compatibility mode, Windows 8, but that's not my system. My system's fucking, I don't know why. I guess originally, I think when I first installed it, I had Windows 8 way back in the day. And because I have fucking this stupid ass cloud, it keeps and consistently overrides my system. And so that's why I'm always having these compatibility issues. Like, it sucks. Let's see the program. Worked in earlier versions of the Windows, but won't install right now. No, the program. I don't see my program listed. Which version of Windows did this program work on before? Fucking, yeah, it's Windows 8 because it's the quote unquote closest to. Wait, I'm not sure. Sorry, I know you guys aren't seeing it. I want to say Windows with the latest one that's on that fucking list. There we go. Microsoft Windows version history. They have fucking. They're so wordy. Okay, Windows 98, Windows 2000, Windows Me, Windows XP. Yeah, so Windows 8 would have been the latest version of this. But, we're Windows 11. Like, why the fuck is even that? Like, I don't know. I'm still running this little troubleshoot. That way we can just get it. Just testing it, but it's not really working. It says the program's fixed. I'm gonna restart the client anyways. Um, just because I know it did tell me to restart it anyways. So it might be having these patching issues. It could just be also that my internet, because we've been having issues with, I have Verizon home internet right now. And I know my neighbors have extenders for themselves too, because they do similar things. I know I should just pay the extra for AT&T, even though their speeds are also like the increase is just not worth doubling up my cost. It's just not. Um, their speeds here in the area that I live in is still at 25 megabytes per second. On average, I'm getting 15 to 25 with Verizon, paying $25 a month. To them, AT&T, I'd be paying just as much, or actually, I'd be paying $55 per month, and their max speeds are 25 megabytes per second. Yes, quote unquote, it's supposed to be a faster line, but it's still DSL, and it's just not worth it. I don't think. Maybe I'll break down and do it. I'm working on other projects that are, I think, eventually going to get me getting the type of speeds that I want, because I have a library really close by, and I want to just build myself a Wi-Fi extender, because there's also a satellite in my property that I can reuse or repurpose for those purposes. So that's kind of where we're leaning towards. It's already passed. I'll have to give it tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. Sorry, puppers. I know. I've been giving you such good food that now you guys are just starving every fucking moment of your lives. I know, miserable life, puppers. Miserable life. Your daddy's no, you guys aren't well fed. We'll do one more game. We'll pause the stream. We'll feed you guys and feed myself, because it's also my too. It's not all about you, Chunkus. Okay? He needs to focus on himself too. Yeah, no jodas. I'll put you outside, puppers. Don't bug me. Yeah, you gotta be patient. Sorry. If the alpha has an 8, what makes you think that you guys are gonna get priority to eat first? No. Bite you. I'll bite you. Oh, I'm back. My friend said me earlier. It's nice and warm earlier. It's fucking cold now. I gotta turn on my heater. It says it's 65 degrees. It don't feel 65. Like, I'm freezing here. That's it. And that shit a little long, so I gotta stretch out and move a little bit too. Get the blood running. Get the blood running. I mean, it's the downside of having this item, but it is what it is. Like I said, this strategy is very specific to this elo on anima squads because they scale in health. So you're trying to get as many out there as early as you possibly can. And see the problem, like Tears of Goddess doesn't work well with Nasus or Silas. So it's just kind of like that. Not what I want. Diego, out of the way. This does though. This is. Diego, yeah, no jodas. Like earlier, I should probably focus on not her because they don't. There's not a lot of people that are using laser corps, but like kind of screwing up here the current meta build, which is the ooh, that's actually not bad. The whatchamacallit. Oh, interesting. Not a lot of them are living. Oh, this one, the Infinite team. You know, she does actually scale and build. You also want to kind of get the front line up and running as quickly as possible too. Again, I'm focusing more on animal squad members, so kind of shouldn't have actually even worked on her doing that. Ascension's not bad, honestly. Sex Liberation's not bad either. 25-9, not really. Combat training, yes. That tells me that Nasus is going to be the fucking carry on this game. Well, my early carry, anyways. And Nasus and Bane. Like, I love this thing, especially with my squad members, because they kill, you make him the strongest. And yeah, you don't want to be able to put Nasus in the front. You want him to be in the front because he ults and heals himself. Again, I want to focus on squad members. So actually, I'll get rid of her as soon as the main squad member comes out. But she's not really a primary focus. She's level 3, so I'm not going to be able to evolve her as quickly unless I get lucky. Like, yeah, this kind of sucks, especially early, but it's hard for you to have control of that, as you simply just don't have control of it. But it's okay to lose. It's okay to be in the bottom early in the game. Like, first 3 fights, I can technically lose all of them. You ideally don't want to lose this badly, but you can technically lose all of them. Oh, wait. Misfocusing on the strategy. Misclicked. But boom, we got level 2 of what we want. He's still set. Unfortunately, none of these 2 items give him what we want and doesn't bring him up. Tier for Jinx. Again, because we have this item in training, I want to actually focus on Vayne, so I'm going to hold off on giving Jinx disadvantage, because honestly, if we get Vayne early, it'll help out a lot. And I'm hoping... See, that guy's... That's my Silas. But notice how now they're all getting that. Like, if I can hold them, oh shit, I should have cleared this cache. It's fine. If I can hold people from getting Infinite Team right now, then yeah, it's a good strategy. It's a next level portion of it. But we didn't have... We were kind of panicking, which we shouldn't have done. But we were kind of panicking in earlier portions of the game, so... It didn't work in my strategy. It's fine. But like I said, with this training, we want to make Nasus as strong as possible. So getting him that Bloodthirster so he can sustain, getting him that armor so he can sustain is the best. This guy's already pretty far ahead on his, and I think he's following kind of what I build and what I do. Not what I build, but what I do. Because the strategy can be implemented for just about... Oof. Hope one of them at least dies. Oh, come on! That last hit should have killed them. That's such bullshit. I'm telling you, the system tries to cheat you sometimes. Luck. Ay, ay, ay. So unlucky there, but I need sword. But see, that's also the other part. It's just like... See, if I acted right instead of being so fucking panicked, I would have been able to clear my cache much earlier, which would have given them more of that possibility and stopped them from getting... NL Squad doesn't stop them completely, but it increases the chances of stopping them to get your build as opposed to another type of build. And the only reason why I want to do that is because I want to get him stronger. And I want to be able to utilize the most members out there because we didn't have any of the extra Animal Squad members here. We had to do that. But honestly, we want to... That sucks. But we want to actually get Nasus stronger, sooner and faster, especially with this. And we want to keep him and sustain him out there. Ooh, boom. See, now it's only one. We'll lose, and it's fine. But it's only we're only going to lose 2 points versus much more points. Go, set him in the middle, do that. Over here, we have most of the Yama squads, and we'll wait it out. We're still getting extra points. Level 4. We don't want to panic, which is what we did earlier. You gotta keep those emotions in check. You gotta follow the system, follow the program, and you'll be fine. Animal Squad team, early stages of the game, they're not the strongest, but they're not meant to be built that way. They're meant for long. You put them out in the field, the longer they are in fights, the more that they get their stacks on health, and again, you don't know when they're recycling it, so you want to clear out your cache as soon as possible. this upcoming one, I'm gonna get the refresh. Is supposed to try and clear out my stretch. Again, you gotta be flexible mentally. And you can kind of screw yourself over if you are doing it exactly in pattern when it's just not meant to be that way. It's really not meant to have a one-way pattern. It's an adaptive. This is all adaptive. You have to be able to adapt. There's the basic rules of the system, yes, but you also have to be able to adapt. So, see, now my Vayne, I want to get Vayne out there as soon as possible, so I might take out Riven to get Vayne out there. And I don't want to increase that thing either. The members of my team is what I want. The sooner I make the movement to go grab them, the better off I am. But that way the chances of them picking me is not as high. Okay, we got Vayne out there. But yeah, it could have been me. Too bad we didn't get those coins because it would have helped me have done one more refresh. But honestly, I think getting those refreshes early is just much better. We won this round, so now we're on fire. We're sustaining your life. We got a good amount of members out here. I actually think I don't have level 3 right now. I have it only up here. So I'm going to check that right now. Oh, I guess I could have cleaned that one. Just those things and there's much more important right off the bat. Yeah, go to level 3. Putting it on. So even though we have this, which is going to be very valuable for my stuff, I haven't put her out there yet. Ooh, actually I could. Yeah. Because it still gives me 5, it gives me duelist. Ooh, actually it won't do that. Yeah, having her. She still stacks. Actually, no, she doesn't. Ah, this one's kind of... You can throw either of them, I think. Will depend on really who your opponent is, but again, you can't control that, especially early game. You don't know who your opponents are. I think you probably could. There's a way. You can figure it out, but I'd rather have the animal squad, especially the frontliners. Well, I mean, she has a frontliner, but she doesn't do that much damage. Members in the front. So they can get health, and then they can sustain. So the later fights, we're relying on them. Hold the motherfucking line. I mean, it's a strategy to be able to hold the other guys, but I'd rather climb on my goal. I mean, I guess I could have just held that Lucian, because this guy's gonna get, yeah, he's almost got his Lucian all the way through. But he's waiting it out. Man, I thought there would be a lot more people going for that build, but they're not. Kind of scary. Again, you could go do the argument like, oh, well, you kind of wasted that one, but I would have potentially not won some of my first early fights, which you want to also keep your health bar as high. Yeah, your overall health as high as long as possible. So if you're winning the early matches because you made good strat, see, that's the problem. Like, I've been running into that a lot lately. Ooh, we actually won. Yes. That actually gives me a lot extra. You know, 2 extra coins plus the winning coin for winning that match. Like, this just stacks up on stack on stack on stacks. Ooh, I want that. Because otherwise I'll get an item to actually build the Nazis, but you want to pick up your animal squad members as early as possible in this rotation. Again, can't help it if you're, you know, number 1, have the most amount of health, and somebody else obviously picks them up, whether it be for the item or whether it be because they're also on Animal Squad mode. But he's what he is, bro. He's what he is. Trying to keep them here because it's just easier to grab and put down. Card, not really what I'm looking for. Like, I don't mind actually him being mascot either. But once he gets to that higher level and I give him the health, being a mascot actually heals him automatically. So, again, I want to really stack up on Nasus because then he stacks up on this damage. I don't know if they still have the stacks on stuff. I haven't seen it. But that if it's that and I get this, like, basically Nasus becomes a fucking beast. We still got the timing. I go on, put him on there, but it's just there's no point to it right now. Yeah, I mean she's got 1260. I mean her to really help and sustain him more than anything else. Although I actually should have her and put him in there. So yeah, there's two strategies. I gotta kind of think about which one gives me the most benefit. But I think having a Riven and then having Nasus be able to stay out there longer, that's the real positive for this. But again, you're not gonna win every single round with this strategy. That's not the point. That is not what this strategy is about. I don't think there's any good winning strategy that'll get you there other than fucking just picking. I mean, that's another way of going, is just working with the system's luck. But then when you're doing rotations and things like that, you still have to do kind of this type of strategy. It'll be a mix. And honestly, that could be another way of going. I'll see. Maybe that would be worth exploring. Because using this strategy and that strategy could be potentially really, really good. But we'll check on that later. Yeah. Oh no. Jumping. I'm like, which one do I want? Italian Silas, I would say. Actually, no, I want a Nasus. But Silas is just so much closer to getting gold. I want to be able to clear out my field. Yeah, this was a better choice. Again, even though I want Nasus to get faster gold than Silas right now, especially because of that. And we're at 50, so unfortunately it's not something where we're quite ready to go all in just yet, but we're getting there. But as soon as we get her and these guys in gold, again, surprised that we're not getting gold. System's kind of cheating me because not a lot of them are picking Animal Squad. So by statistics and for what is out there, I mean, luckily it discouraged basically everybody from getting Animal Squad, but why is it not, cycling? I'm cycling enough. It's enough where I'm like, okay, this is some really, it's luck, honestly, at this point. Like, I want to see the system, but nah, it's luck. It really is just luck. I'm just unlucky in this game. maybe the way the system's correcting, so I'm not winning every single fucking game. But that's out of my control. The only thing I can do is play to the strategy, continue playing to the strategy. Again, Silas should have popped up. By now, Silas should have fucking popped up. I don't see anybody else having the Anno Squad members. So it's not like anybody's out there stunting me. So the chances should have been enough to get me Silas. The fact that it isn't and didn't is frustrating. Ooh, I need to put her in the middle, because otherwise she's not getting enough shields. This is frustrating, because, I mean, I know that League does it too. Like, they say they don't, but I just have a suspicion. Feeling. That they do. Do they have any animals? Fuck. Screwed up-ish. I know having that would help him as well. Like, I mean, you could. Why isn't Silas coming up? What's that thing? Again, you do want to fucking focus on the smaller ones, because they're the ones that are going to be, they're going to be far more difficult. I don't want to get Vayne out there just yet. Finally! Jesus! It's just the system kind of fucking over there. Again, it's frustrating. Really frustrating. We need Magus. There we go. And now we need Jinx. So we still want to take advantage of this low number to get that Jinx now. Now we got all three. And I'm like, thank God. Okay, now we do need one thing else out there, which could be that. Oh yes, that'll work. Really wish I was on the other one, but it's fine. Oh yeah. But because we have already on those in gold, we're gonna work on actually increasing our levels so we can put more champs out there. She's gonna need to be up there. Can't panic. Gotta be smart about what you're doing. And you want to heal Snabs as much as possible. Ooh, actually. Where's my armor? See, I kind of... That's also part of the strategy. It's like, you kind of have to actually do... There we go, yes. You have to move quickly. You do have to put your items in where they're supposed to be. And you gotta do it right in the first place. I need to make her stronger, but I also want to make her even stronger. Right now, no point. We need actually scale. Hopefully we win. Ooh, that'll work. I also want her ulting as much as possible. Yes, and this has his crit. Oh shit. No, but I can do that. The Naz is still up now. But she's healing them, even though actually that should be there. I almost want to just fuck it and then move it in. I could. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. That's exactly what I did that for. That's what you want. I didn't want him double crit. I do want her critting. Okay. Oh, that's bullshit. When you did that, you should have been able to sustain. That's crap. That one was crap. Yeah. But now, since like the system cheated me on this, I can't control that luck in terms of their percentages and what was out there to grab. I should have been able to get it. So again, that's why your chances are still in the 90th percentile. Like right now, probably just want to lose the one coin. That way I can still sustain and maintain that line. It's so frustrating. Like, I don't really want her ulting and getting in. That's why I really don't try to get her to get that. The early ones, I want these guys to be stacking and getting stronger by that. Because once they break through that line, I get fucked. Yes, you want a high damage to be able to take out that front line so that you can reach their back line too. But again, this is the one. Okay, so since we started the stream too now, 2 games that we've lost versus I forget how many games we've already won. And we didn't, you're not all the way at 0 with 78s. That's the 2 realms that you want to avoid if you want to climb, but you're gonna get 1 or 2 of these chances. This time, the system fucked me. Like, there's just no ways about it. The system fucked me. In terms of what the rules are, in terms of like the mathematical equations and things like that, I worked it well enough to where I should have, maybe not perfect, but I should have been able to at least get top 4. But the system fucked me hard on this one. It really avoided me getting an F-Squad, even though I set myself up to be able to get both my Silas and my Naz. I guess okay. I actually should have gone for this as opposed to this, but it's fine. I do like the stacking on the Nasus off of this item. But I'm doing the oh shit, yeah, still not off of it. 1 second, guys. I'm doing the report right now. We're back on the main screen now. Oh shit. See, now Anno spot is completely cleared off. Which is fucked now, because it's gonna catch. I potentially will lose. Hopefully I don't, but I potentially will. Oh. Like, system's just being shitty to me right now. That's okay right now. Like, minions, we'll get them all. We'll get them all. We'll get the extra coin from this. We gotta wait out the level 3. Hopefully, and in theory. Oh, there we go. We get this, something like that, right? Like, the system's supposed to have its own systems to autocorrect. Does it always do it? No. But hopefully, it's the point front line, second wind. This stuff is pretty awesome. It's after 10 seconds. But again, we're still 206. We've cleared up the cache. He just picked up a fucking Silas, the asshole. Like, he's not... doesn't really have... But only one. They're all actually going for that very same build, which is... that ultimate or unlimited. There we go, the unlimited build, right? So they can get more members out there, which you have to fight more and things like that. It's fine. And this motherfucker's taking, so that's 2, or is it the pay? Same one, right? I'm pretty sure that's this one. No, it's not. But I thought that was the other one. Well, we got the status, so yeah. It's going. First couple rounds, it's okay to lose. Ooh. Now. Brushes. And the sooner you jump on them, the better your chances are. Again, system's not perfect. You don't want to miss like that Silas over there. And I'd rather have my frontliners be the ones in the front as opposed to this. Clear out the cache. When it refreshes, those are actually available. You have better chances of getting that free refresh to give you something. It might be giving me an advantage right now. That's the other, which means, quote unquote, I'm luckier right now. It refreshed already. Well, which one will actually help? Defender, Brawler, Aegis. Take the early damage so that these guys can sustain a little longer and have better chances of getting the kills and stacking the ammo squad. Like at this stage, it's hard to control anything, you know. It's nice that I have the win streak early, and so I'm able to get more coins and climb and get the extra coin faster. So again, those are just things you can't control. That's out of your control. The system being glitchy on that last game, where it will not fucking give me a goddamn Silas or a fucking Nasus when nobody else is getting animal squads, when I'm recycling the cash and getting That's out of my fucking control. M squad, M squad, M squad. Yes, Jinx over there. But I'm last pick. Yeah. In items, I don't really care. Like, it actually does have decent items, especially the sword for Manassas, but it's not priority. I would say the future because that's not really a thing that I would want. But it's fine. Now we have Jinx, so we can actually put Jinx up there. She can have Star Planning on that. The argument could be made that it's best to keep them out there so that they actually scale a little bit better, but having anybody out there, well, I mean, he's taking all the damage early on in the game anyways, but it could be that they put everything here. So now, he survives. Go 1 second, one just kicked in. Hopefully they will sustain long enough so that they survive. What? That's some bull. Whatever. That's some bullshit. Whatever. I'm not saying I would have won that one, but I should have been able to take that guy out. And you're saying, well, if you're not going to win, what's the point? Well, I get 2 extra health, so I would have been 96 versus 94. Yeah, I lose my low streak, but then the 2 points, 4 points of life towards the end, it could make a difference. It could be that little bit of difference if somebody else has a similar skill set and they're doing everything they're supposed to and have level 3s out there early, just like you do. Like, that could be the difference if you win first place or second place. Or surviving to win the top 4s if everybody is, you know, of similar skill sets and they're all making shit happen. Ooh. That was just good timing for them to survive that. Oh, I wanted her done because I would have been the extra. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I would have 94 as opposed to 90. Next one, then we do refresh because of the 8. You're saying what's the point? Well, I get the extra 1 coin. That's why we want to hold off. And so you have the most amount of refreshes available on the spot. See, the system cheat me out of it again, bro. Such crap. Such crap when the system does this. Like, you can't help it. You gotta keep on moving forward with it. A lot because I do need dead Jinx up there. Or, I mean, her up there. Bang. There we go. Bang. I think the bruiser now, you want the bruiser to be able to hold and sustain in the zone without that, so I think, yeah. I'll keep this so that he does have that. Oh yeah, this armor for Silas would be better. Right, we have cash. Right now she's gonna be our carry. Critical strike, yes. Just one does it really matter? It does. There's some things you're just like, I can't do anything about it, you know? Oh, I could definitely do that. I want him to have more of the other steel, but if it gets him to crit, then guess what? That's fucking huge percentage of chances to getting crit right now. That's great, 8%. See, yeah, 8%. So just basically 1 out of every 4 ults is gonna crit. Almost. That's fine. 1, not a huge loss in LP. It sucks. You can't fully control that. Maybe if I would have, yeah, I think if I would have had this item on one of my guys, it would have been better and better chance of survival. But you cannot control that. That's out of your control. I mean, ideally you want to boost these 2 up because these 2 are the ones that are gonna likely hit gold first. But as you can see, boys. Ooh. Again, when I'm explaining, I kind of get distracted as opposed to doing what I'm supposed to do. Ooh, why can't you guys see the game? That's bullshit. I don't see. That's some bullshit. You should be able to see the game. Game capture properties. It's on lead. Well, it's on lead client. This is bullshit. I'm pretty sure some of you guys would have clicked on it and then be like, oh well, he's not really showing me the game. I put the system. Don't worry.